Yeah. Just left the barbershop like Puerto Rican and lovely. Tu sabes que somos de calle, aquí y corazón, siente fuego, la regla. All right, what's up, people? Thanks for subscribing. Welcome back to Rico.t.toro. I don't even really know what all I'm gonna talk about right now. This might be just like the old Seinfeld show, a show about nothing. But if you stay tuned, you probably will learn something. You know, or at least open your eyes up or your mind a little bit and catch something from me. You know, I shave my own head, but I go to the barbershop once or twice a week just to do my lines because with the extra gray that I have now, and vision issue, I'm no longer able to keep my lines straight. But right now, really, I'm doing it just to kind of help them out, just because, you know, any small business that has treated me well as they're trying to open up and get back on their feet, I don't mind contributing to the cause a little bit, you know. So that's what we got to do, you know, take care of those that treat us well and fair and so on. So anyway, there's a lot of stuff going on right now. One of the things going on a lot of people talking about simping. Everybody has different definitions of simping. You know, if you're not coming down here but once a year, twice a year, you're really not in a position to talk about simping too much, in my humble, respectable opinion. But anyways, everybody has their own definition. My short and sweet definition of a simp is someone that expects something in return. You know, there's nothing wrong with helping somebody out once in a while in need. It's a matter of what your intention is behind it. You know, right now, some of the traditional protocol or rules don't really apply because they don't apply in the rest of the world, because we've all been in sort of a state of emergency. Millions of people have lost work, and many of us have asked for help when we otherwise would not have. So many people's positions have changed. So, you know, I don't have a problem with anybody helping somebody out of the goodness of their heart. You know, and I used to, years ago, when I first started traveling down here, I would be the first one to say, you know, don't overpay anybody. You know, don't ever send anybody anything. You know, if you even have a Western Union account, you know, you're a simp. You know, I used to be kind of like a hard on people, busting balls and stuff. But you know, it's not even necessary. You know, I've evolved a little bit and, you know, kind of moved past that, you know. So, you know, that's kind of how I see it. And, you know, even my own case, like 1 week, I thought about, okay, I'm gonna donate to a food drive or two. And then, you know, next thing you know, one of my old favorita / friends now, mi amiga, I put in the friend zone because I got tired of things with her in a certain kind of way. But we stayed cool because she provides a lot of other value to me. You know, she just can cook, clean, run errands, and she's well connected. So, you know, I keep her around. And she also helped me throw a really good kind of birthday plans together for my big 50 back in February. So, yeah, that's right. I'm 50 and I'm shouting out reggaeton lyrics and freestyling because that's just me. I do what I do. Que lo que tú sabes, esto lo que hay. So, anyways, I don't know, March-ish sometime, I just asked her how she was doing. And she said, not well, blah, 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 I don't have any food. etc. Well, I did what I normally do. You know, I'll pray for the best for you. I'm sure you'll figure it out, which is what I always told her in the past. She's never asked me directly for anything. So a week later, I decided I'm gonna give some money to food drive. And while I was feeling charitable, I hit her up and I said, send me a picture of your cellular. I'm gonna send you a little something. So I'm sending her something to help her out because she didn't ask. And you know what? I'll be quite honest. I'll tell you exactly what I sent her. $60. Not a lot. And she was very grateful. And, sometimes we don't get the appreciation we feel we're owed here. But, she sent me pictures of her in the store, and it looked pretty much like $60 or 3,000 pesos worth of groceries. And thanked me several times over. And I felt like she was thanking me for all the people that probably should have been a little more appreciative, but weren't. So, like I say, and I'm not expecting nothing to change when I see her because, like I say, she's just an amiga to me. But that's my point. There's nothing wrong with giving to those that deserve it. But if you're giving because you're thinking somebody's going to be exclusive with you, or it's going to put you top of the list when you come to town, you might be sadly mistaken. Well, let me change that just a little bit. If you're paying the rent every month or sending $100 or $200 every month, yeah, that might put you kind of ranked at the top when you do come to town. But a one-time donation is still going to be pretty much like whatever her best option is at the moment is what she's going to go with. And basically, if you're helping to help, that's cool. But if you're helping with expectations, that's where you kind of have a little bit of a simptitude. Yeah, I might have just coined that. Simp attitude, simptitude from Rico. So, anyways, enough about that. And while we're on that, some people say simps are overpaying or messing up the game. Well, here's my thought on that. No other man should affect how you roll. Regardless of what anyone else is doing, that shouldn't affect you. And the reality is there's some that command more than others and some that don't. And, it's a matter of what you're getting out of it. One of my neighbors, I joke about him having raggedy street rats all the time. He jokes about me having some pretty girls that I overpay. But the difference is, if I say one's coming for all night or to stay a little while, they are, and they don't cancel. He's got a high cancellation rate. And later they ask for stuff extra outside of that things, because he tries to be that bargain hunter, and a lot of times and it backfires. So here's the thing. The exchange rate is like 20 points higher now than it was when I first started coming here in 08. So between that, I make a few dollars more than when I first started coming here. So you pay it forward a little bit. It's only natural that there's been some sort of inflation. And like I say, I have one thing I like to say: firme pero justo. I'm firm, but I'm fair. And and it also has to do with making things work for you, as long as you're happy with your terms and what works for you. And I kind of have like sort of mini many relationships with those that I deal with, and it gets me a good return. They all have different roles. Anything from going to the store while my foot hurts to just coming by, doing some dishes and leaving, or just really trying to throw my back out. But they all have different purposes, so I don't mind treating them fairly because they treat me fairly. So one man's definition, one man might feel like somebody's overpaying, but that same man, but let's face it, if you're getting say 10, if you're getting 10 peanuts for the price of 5, you're not overpaying. You're getting more. You're getting more mileage. You're getting more on your plate. So that's the difference, between me and some guys and other guys. So y'all can talk a little bit about music. Y'all can learn a lot from reggaeton. Ozuna has one of my favorite lines, and this is like something I like to stay in the street. Like if you have like an aggressive beggar or like real aggressive kind of chico roll up on you. Suelto mi banda. Tu no me conoces, mami. Suelto mi banda. You don't know me. Step off. Suelto mi banda. It's like step off. Bounce. And they'll stop dead in their tracks when they hear that. They will. They don't know what to do because they're like, what the hell? How does this gringo know this? They just do. That's how it is. Yep. Está tentando, hace rato que te ando velando, tu cuerpo rozándome, Lo Wisayando, classic, always a classic. Anyways, what it is, a little bit before the curfew, caminando on the calle ante toque de queda, just out here. So, anyways, a little simp talk, a little barbershop talk, just out here enjoying the moment. Airlines probably will be coming down here in July, and of course you want to check and stay tuned to the latest government announcements and changes. A couple of people been pretty good about informing people of current affairs. Right now, I think they're looking at July 1st. The borders will be open, and one thing I could say is if you're looking to be here for like a couple of weeks or even a week and you don't want to stay in a hotel, well, there's always Airbnb, but you can also reach out to people like Cerise Fairfax. You could reach out to me on my email, and I'll tell you, I'll share my landlord's information with you. And he has a lot of rentals as well that they manage. And for those that are like coming for long term, an easy way to find a long-term apartment is maybe stay a couple of days to a week in an Airbnb, and then just pound the pavement. Just walk. Just kind of like, personally, my thing is, when I was looking for an apartment, I wanted to be close enough to the action but far enough away that nobody's gonna come looking for me, or they won't find me easily, at least if I don't want them to. So that's the main thing. But I'm kind of in the area between Super Pola on one side and the main road, and just a couple of blocks down from, like, across from Plan B, and which I think it's a pretty good area. And like I say, near Super Pola, there's a lot of apartments up that way. And also I kind of like it over there by Condos Dominicano, which is around the corner, like a block and a half down from Super. Anyways, I'm gonna take a moto tour and catch some footage of my favorite apartment area soon, so stay tuned for that. Anyways, thanks for subscribing. God bless. Stay healthy, stay well. Peace.